Alright. An occasional writer.
And DTSP.
An award-winning poet.
DTSP Hero. Hero, yes.
Well, I like that. So this one was actually penned upon the election of our new mayor. And so this is a little ode to South Bend. And you might notice towards the end, I launch into sort of a fantasy vision of the future. And those of you who are familiar with Music Village, I invite you to sort of see some of this as Music Village, you know, having a role in this. Not all of it, but part of it. And you can see a lot of stuff going on downtown that's going on. So, Song of a New City. Sing me a song of a new city, not covered in ash nor dusted with the spittle and soot of coughing towers, or hunched under the spectral weight of once gleaming machines. Sing me a song of a new city, not shackled to the ghost ship of yesterday, or shorn of industry and plagued in night terrors by the metronome swing of a wrecking ball, where the faded memory of factory horns no longer plays a constant dirge, and where a man with large arms and blue sleeves rolled can both quote Emerson and bend a metal rod with his bare hands, and where decisions are no longer made by grim men whose suits too tight have taken prisoner their own smiles. Sing me a song of a new city where a list containing the names of building and philanthropists does not read like the roll call of cemetery headstones. Studebaker, Oliver, O'Brien, Bendix, their still strong voices preserved by brick and stone call for company from among the living. Who here now is building what will bear your name in 100, 200, 300 years? Who here now, what name have you been born? Do not wait for some future grandeur. Sing now for the moon-faced child, amusing himself in a carriage, his round hands swatting a soft fabric mobile hung with animals and bells. Sing now for the bright-curled girl turning cartwheels in the park and her father with his fishing pole. Sing now for mothers burdened with bills making their way to the bus stop, for lunchtime walkers and striding down Michigan Street in gray skirts and sneakers, and the retired city secretary in a flowered gardening dress clearing way for peonies in her yard. Sing for the old man who shuffles down the avenue and stares blankly at every empty flat. Gone the pennies, gone the Sears, gone the haberdashery, and gone the Grand Hotel. Belt of rust, gone to dust, blown by wind to then return. Field to ash, soil now rich, blind once we now see. We shall not wait like a Rapunzel city for the night of new industry to ride in at sunset, or for some new nobility to cross our palms with gold, or the sun to ascend over an open vault. Let us sing now a song of a new city where from every crumpled asphalt plot shall once again rise like sunflowers buildings of brick, limestone, granite, and tile, where we no longer turn our backs on the patient river waiting for lights and cafes and colorful visitors and throngs, for evening gondolas and daytime scullers, for children to lean in and seek the reflection, for poets to sit on the banks in the crook of a tree and create its ode, for painters to capture light in the iridescent sparkle of just before sunset. We sing now a song of a new city whose downtown streets are bedecked in lights, her sidewalks trumpeting carols beneath the feet of a merry throng, where above parades her residents lean from their windows, heads of curls and bows, heads of hats and frosts, where Monday's morning alarms send spirals of coffee into the air, and the after-school sky is filled with the practice notes of Beethoven, Barber, Copland, Dylan, and Davis, where strains of cellos and violas, banjos and oboes, accordions and xylophones trip into the air an awkward concerto of bright streamers, grinning grand sound. No phoenix will rise from a land full of rubble, only us, upright and without wings, blind in the darkness, threadbare against the wind. Sing the stones that remain, sing the steel that still stands, sing the cobblestone road, sing the solid building covered in vine, sing we imperfect souls who once destroyed and now rebuild.
Yeah!